Clooney's army halted at the sound of the Joseph bell. As the dust settled, Fangburn looked to his leader for approval.
"They're ringing that bell again, Chief. Maybe they think it'll frighten us off."
The warlord's eye rested balefully on his scout.
"Shut your mouth, fool. If you'd done as I ordered and come right back to report the way Cheese Thief did, we might have been inside that abbey by now."
Fangburn slunk back into the ranks. He hoped Clooney had forgotten, but Clooney rarely forgot anything on a campaign. The element of surprise had been lost. Now he must try another ploy. The show of force. The mere sight of a fully armed horde had worked before, and he had little doubt that it would prove effective now. Ordinary peaceful creatures were usually panic-stricken at the sight of Clooney the Scourge at the head of his army. The rat was a cunning general, except the times when his mad rage took control of him. But what need of berserk fits for a bunch of silly mice? Clooney knew the value of fear as a weapon, and Clooney was a fearsome figure. His long, ragged black cloak was made of bat wings, fastened at the throat with a mole skull. The immense war helmet he wore had the plumes of a blackbird and the horns of a stag beetle adorning it. From beneath the slanted visor, his one eye glared viciously out at the abbey before him. Matthias's voice rang out sharp and clear from the high parapet. "Halt! Who goes there?" Redtooth swaggered forward and took up the challenge in his chief's name as he called back up at the walls.
"Well, look all creatures, this is the mighty horde of Clooney the Scourge. My name is Redtooth. I speak for Clooney, our leader."
Constance's reply was harsh and unafraid.
"Then speak your piece and begone, rats."
Silence hung upon the air while Redtooth and Clooney held a whispered conference. Redtooth returned to the walls.
"Clooney the Scourge says he will not deal with badgers. He will only speak with the leaders of the mice. Let us in, so that my chief may sit and talk to your chief."
Redtooth dodged back as his request was greeted by howls of derision and some loose pieces of masonry from the ramparts. These plump little mice were not as peaceful as they first looked. The rats looked to Clooney, but he was eyeing the abbot who had joined Constance and Matthias. They appeared to be consulting quietly. Clooney watched tensely. There seemed to be some disagreement between the old mouse and his two advisors. They conferred a while, then Matthias came forward to the parapet. He pointed at Clooney and Redtooth with his staff.
"You there, and you also. My abbot will talk with you both. The rest must remain outside."
A rumble of protest from the horde was silenced by a crack from Clooney's tail. He lifted his visor.
"We agree, Mouse. Let us in."
"But what about hostages for safe conduct?"
hissed Redtooth. Clooney spat contemptuously.
"Don't talk, fools, talk. Do you imagine a load of mice in funny robes could take me captive?"
Redtooth gnawed anxiously on a split claw.
"Maybe not, Chief, but have you cast a weather eye over that badger?"
Clooney answered quietly out of the side of his mouth.
"Don't worry, I've been watching her. A real big country bumpkin. Nah, these are mice of honor. They'd sooner die than break their word to anyone. You leave this to me."
As Clooney and Redtooth made for the gatehouse door, Constance shouted,
"Put down your weapons, rats. Throw off your armor to show us that you come in peace."
Redtooth spluttered angrily.
"Hell's teeth! Who does this one think she's ordering around?"
Clooney shot him a warning glance.
"Quiet. Do as she says."
Both rats took off their armor and placed it in a pile on the road. Matthias cried down to Clooney.
"If you really are Clooney the Scourge, then we know of your tale. It is a weapon. Therefore you will knot it tightly about your waist so that it cannot be used."
Clooney laughed mirthlessly. He squinted at Matthias and cracked his tail dramatically.
"Young mouse," he called, "you do right to ask this thing, for truly you are looking at Clooney the Scourge."
Having said this, he took his tail in his claws and pulled the poison warspike from its tip. Tossing it on the armor pile, Clooney hitched his tail in a knot around his middle.
"Now will you let us in, mice? You can see we are unarmed."
Ponderously, the heavy gate inched open. The two rats passed through a bristling forest of staves. The gate slammed shut behind them.